Star family, thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. I'm super excited. We're going to do a multiversal reading. This is going to be messages from your future self, but this is, I'm hearing a conscious co-creation that's happening that's going to lead you into your highest possible, I'm hearing plane of existence, which is super interesting. Sooner than later, I'm hearing you're going to be entering into some type of new, I'm seeing like a timeline update. Oh my gosh. Wait, okay, this reminds me. Okay, all right, we'll get there. There's something around like a timeline update because I was getting a notification of that the other day on like Google Maps where it was like your past timelines are about to basically dissolve. It was talking about how old paradigms are going to dissolve, not in those words, but that's how I was reading it. And there's like a new location that you're going to be tuning into, and I feel like this is a very specific coordinate within the multiverse, and this is like another fractal of self, right, of yourself that's existing within this multiverse. I'm hearing within another universe, and there's a conscious co-creation where you're able to absorb plasma or intercommunicate with your own plasmic origins. So this is like your star origins or cosmic origins, yeah. And through this internal network or connection that you have is going to lead you to new external places or a new sequence of events that will unfold. But there's something about assistance in the application of the human's free will that opens up doorways or portals that wouldn't have been accessible otherwise. So again, a lot of you, this is coming through like an internal knowing or downloads that you're going to be receiving through the magnetic field of the sun, communicating with the magnetic field of the earth, and you guys being an organism that's made up of the cells of both. So this is like an X point, which creates pathways for high energy particles to flow between Earth and the sun. So this is like a communication that's going on with your cosmic self. That's what I'm seeing. Oh, very, very interesting. And these are essentially natural portals that open up. So this is going to lead to an acceleration of events. There's something about optimal navigation that you're receiving during this time. And this is a form of like interstellar travel. Okay, so there's something about you're gaining foresight into your destiny before it unfolds, but we'll take a look at what all of this is. But yeah, let me see if I can find the timeline updates because it was on a Google Maps. It was like a timeline, otherwise I might have taken a photo of it, but it was saying something around, I got a notification about something that was started a little over 4 years ago that could be significant for you guys. Oh, I just got a notification from 2018. You guys may be closing out cycle there, but this was a message about coding. So something that you've done on the back end or in the non-physical realm is now going to be transferring. I'm seeing like a data transfer into your physical experience. So this could be, again, like downloads that you're receiving, light codes that you're receiving that is assisting the human to know. I'm hearing which portals to step through. I'm hearing which doors or invitations to step through. But this is like a time matrix where you're no longer just merely interacting with this gameplay experience, but you're almost like an outsider looking in, and you're anchoring down information that is very, I'm hearing it's very helpful. More than that though, it's like very sacred. You know, there's almost like a sacred information that you're receiving, so that you can become a witness to the serendipitous events that are about to unfold before the human's eyes. All right, but you already know this, okay? Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna spend time looking for it. I just got golden hour. You guys could be stepping into your golden hour here. This could be about stepping into an aura of influence. Let me see if I can find the Google Maps thing. I kind of want to read it off if I can find it. I know I screenshot it. I wasn't expecting this to come up, otherwise I would have had it prepared. No, but I'm getting 333 that's coming up during this time, and also Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva's coming up as well, so that's super interesting. Let's see. I know that's all about destruction and rebirth, so I just want to read if anything specific comes up. Let me take a look at Lord Shiva in the metaphysical realm. So this could be positive changes or spiritual growth and potential blessings that are entering into your life. It shows that you're on the right path and you're receiving divine guidance about what you're about to experience, significant positive events, particularly related to your spiritual journey. Wow. So it talks about, in the metaphysical realm, it's referred to seeing Shiva as a period of significant personal transformation in your life during this time. Or inner awakening, encouraging you to embrace change and move towards a higher level of consciousness. Wow. And it also talks about seeking spiritual enlightenment, overcoming any obstacles, all right, that the human may interpret as obstacles, but you're going to see how it's actually a very auspicious event. It talks about indicating a positive opportunity that's coming your way. And this is like a safe passage that you guys are being provided, okay, down the space-time continuum, where you're literally going to be surfing through the illusion of time, and something's going to be accumulating. I'm hearing into your experience. Something's going to be entering into your experience. I'm seeing more than that. You're being aligned with something. Something's being aligned into your experience beyond what it is that you can currently perceive, but you can feel it within the quantum field. But you realize a lot of it is quantum information, but I'm hearing there's a lot on the line with this. But there's a lot on this line. I'm seeing on this timeline, right? That holds a lot. Okay. All right, very interesting. All right, let's go ahead and get started then. Oh my gosh, what am I waiting for? Okay, right, what are you guys waiting for? All right, let's see. I want to open up with just kind of a general read. I want to see what awaits you on this timeline then. Let's see. Wait, what's the first message that's coming through from the cosmic self? Oh, black body, that's flipping there. So again, this is about stepping into a different phase of energy exchanges, okay, that flipped. It's interesting because we talked about that prior. So you guys are knowing what, you understand the things that no longer serve a purpose in your life. I'm hearing you're clearing a lot of karma. I'm hearing there's no more karmic debt owed. There's no more karmic credit due. You're just stepping into a phase of just being, okay? And this is going to help you free flow through this experience. Ooh, what's this? Scintillation. Very interesting. Let's go ahead and read what this one means. You've got stars there. You've also got parsec there too. Let's read scintillation. By the way, guys, this is the Cosmos Oracle deck. I highly recommend it, especially if you're drawn to this channel. You definitely know this is the vibe. So let's go ahead and read scintillation. I'm still getting acquainted with this deck, but it's absolutely beautiful. Scintillation, flash of light. Scintillation in a phenomenon which consists of a quick explosion of light, which can be of low or high intensity. This glare of intense light indicates that something or someone has a quality that they are normally missing. It is a brief but good omen that can repeat itself. It is also important to bear in mind that it is an expression of light and energy. Ultimately, it does not matter how long it lasts, or if, I'm hearing a sudden revelation, or if it will be repeated. Instead, one must be able to enjoy the light that it brings. So this is like a sudden flash of light, and I'm hearing an epiphany that you guys may have. It's like an epiphany that comes through. That's the first message. Should be aware of like sudden, again, like surges or flows of energy. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like a flow of energy. I got a notification about looks so freeing. Yeah. Sudden flow of energy. It feels like, you know what it is? It's like your consciousness is traveling to an event and you're gaining a preview of life's upcomings. That's literally what I'm seeing. Through your imagination, through delving into your imagination. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And there's something about like a freeing scene around, oh, this is it. But what it is I'm hearing is actually a memory of what has already happened. You're just witnessing how it all came to be. You're witnessing the becoming of it. Let's also see. We're in alignment with spectrum, okay? So you could be seeing life through a broader spectrum during this time, a high universal truth instead of like this narrow filter of perception. I'm hearing you're gaining a glimpse into what, into the myriad possibilities that await you. Okay, super interesting. Spectrum. Let's go ahead and read this one. Also, you're seeing a higher, you're also seeing a higher spectrum of bandwidths of light frequency. So there's something about you're seeing a broader range of the spectrum of colors. I'm seeing like ultraviolet. So you guys are definitely, you know what it is? It's a vision. Again, it's your third eye because I'm seeing Archangel Metatron. Okay, so we'll actually read this. We'll read him. But Archangel Metatron, it basically talks about you're gaining a glimpse into your future, and I'm hearing it excites you with whatever this is. It's almost like, oh yeah, this is what I want. But you don't know it's already yours, but some of you do. But there's something around that. But anyway, let's see. Let's take a look at spectrum. I'm just playing with I'm playing with our guides and a co-creation right now. But yeah, super interesting. Let's try and find it. spectrum. Okay. Ability to see, perceive the full range of energy, and that's what's going on. Ooh. Ooh, you know what I'm seeing? Also, like, part of the human experience is to be able to feel this full spectrum of emotions, right? And these bandwidths of frequency light, going from red all the way to ultraviolet. But what I'm seeing is that you're realizing that the human itself may have this limited filter perception, and it may feel feelings of fear because it doesn't know what to expect as it steps into the unknown. But there's something about you're inviting the human to see things from a higher universal truth in regards to there's so much beauty that awaits you in the unknown. Therefore, it's time to make friends with it and trust yourself as you navigate your way to new terrain. Super interesting, but there's something about like reassuring that, or like dissolving the tension, that the fear, how fear could surface for you. And that could be about like paralysis or analysis paralysis. All right, so ability to see and perceive the full range of spectrum, but it's like you're coming back to a universal truth, so you're able to alchemize any fear that you may have into a disposal to advantage. So it's something about your actually utilizing that as some kind of fuel for you. A group of photons divided by diffraction into several bands of color when passed through the optic prism. By diffraction, we mean the characteristic phenomenon of light waves. Yeah, so this is again seeing everything as like a light wave. Yeah, there's something around like the duality of this though. Like there's two truths can be true at one time, depending what filter perception you're viewing it through. So maybe it seems scary at first, but then it's also so exciting, right? When you look at it from a higher universal truth. So it talks about, and again, there's something around also not compartmentalizing these things as, oh, this is good, this is bad. But it's like you're coming into a place of neutrality. Okay, so anyway, it talks about which are naturally deflected when they encounter an obstacle or pass through a crack. The spectrum talks of the ability to see the whole question and in turn expand it to understand everything that it is composed of. The spectrum reveals nuances, colors issued, derived from the appearance. It shows us that there is much more than we can see with the naked eye. And that's exactly what it is. You guys are getting foresight into your destiny before it unfolds. That's literally it, because I'm seeing like you seeing life through the eyes of the soul. And when you do that, you're viewing life now through your biggest filter perception, being your multi-sensory perception system, being, I'm hearing stepping into a way of like tuning into information within the quantum field. Okay, there's something around possible realities that you're tuning into right now. Okay, so and again the human vessel, let me just break this down. Okay, so you are not this physical vessel, right? You are the awareness that's encased within the temple of this physical vessel. Okay, so you're not bound. You guys are infinite potential that's currently seated within a dimension limited avatar. Your dimension limited avatar can only see 1% of the light spectrum, if even that. Okay, and by utilizing your primary antenna being the soul's eye, being the awareness that's seated in this physical vessel, you can gain foresight into so much that's going on in dimensions beyond what it is that the human eyes can perceive. So there's something about like you literally are sending out this signal into the quantum field and picking up on possible realities that you can be aligned with. Okay, and there's something about you're having to actually act, or your physical vessel needing to align its actions with these potential outcomes, okay, or potential continuums that you want to be aligned with to be able to experience something very, very particular. Okay, but that's what I'm seeing. There's something around that, like you're tuning into what's going on in dimensions beyond what it is that you can currently perceive or the human can perceive, but you're picking up on it. Okay, these are like parallel lives. Okay, investigate number 7, hidden virtues. Okay, it talks about 7 colors of the rainbow, right? 7 musical notes, 7 days of the week, 7 archangels, 7 in the body. Even the moon changes phase every 7 days. So yeah, 7 could be really significant for you. 777 is also like trusting your internal, I'm hearing dialogue that's going on. Okay, trusting like the internal dialogue. I'm hearing there's like a reassuring internal voice right now when it comes to you being directed. I'm hearing divinely redirected. at this stage in your life. This is like a safe passage. You know, it's okay to do so. You're being reassured that it's okay to do this thing. And this could be about like something that seems like a reckless risk to the human, but it really is like a very calculated, I'm hearing correlation to the soul. So this is something that's supposed to, maybe you're seeing like the synchronicities in this. It's more than just a coincidence. It's something that you're supposed to coincide with, or that you're more than capable of coinciding with, coming into a collision with, or intersecting with. Okay, we'll see what this is. Super interesting. Yeah, let's see what else comes through. But yeah, it's like you're able to acknowledge and extend compassion. It's like you're able to kind of mother the vessel in itself. That's almost what it gives me. I'm hearing you're able to mother or nurture. Or there was something specific. The mother or nurture the vessel that houses your awareness. That's almost what it is. Yeah, this is super interesting. All right, what do they need to act on right now? What do they need to act on? It's like you're acknowledging the fear, but you're doing it anyway. I'm seeing like you're quieting the analytical mind. You're opening your heart. Because that's going to be one of your quantum technologies. There's something about you're leveraging as a quantum being, and you're no longer operating as a linear being. You're operating now and leveraging as a quantum being by utilizing your quantum technologies, which is going to be your heart space. And then also your, I'm hearing filtration system, your primary antenna being your multi-sensory perception system, to be able to tune into what's going on or what's being aligned beyond what it is that you can see within the here and now as a linear being. But yeah, you're not bound. I'm hearing the vessel that your awareness is seated within, or your conscious awareness is seated within, may be bound by the third dimensional construct of this reality, but your awareness expands far beyond it. You have this timeless consciousness that can literally, I'm literally seeing like an interstellar travel, like it can literally move freely beyond this realm. Okay, you have antimatter. Oh, so interesting. Oh my goodness. Wait, I swear I have a download on antimatter. I was talking about it like a while ago, actually. Let me see. I was actually going to do a reading on this, I think. Let me see if I have it in my notes. Antimatter. Yeah, this was a warp bubble. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. So in this reading, I was talking about you guys have a warp bubble. Oh my gosh. And I was doing these notes at 2144, which is 144, right? So that's crazy. Again, a lot of you, this could be like an awakening that you're receiving. But I was talking again about like a time dilation bubble that you have. And it's a wormhole as you're moving into a different realm of space and time via your consciousness, where your consciousness is literally walking into a desired plane of existence. So this goes like living in a frame vibrationally. You can feel the feelings of your future in the now as if it were a memory and you're existing in it. Again, a lot of you, this is even through like your daydreams. I'm hearing night travels, and you're experiencing it and you're able to see it as well. And I was talking about when you reach the center of it. Wait, I was talking about going into different realms of space and time. The volume on the inside is different than outside. When you reach the center of it, instead of going to the center and stopping, you go to this region of negative space. And on the opposite end, you have this white hole, which acts the opposite. This is so interesting. And it says a white hole is time reversed black hole. Under certain circumstances, under certain motions of a black hole and white hole, this is like an exit and entry point, essentially. So it's like a Stargate that's opening up for you guys. You might want to watch this. But I was talking about antimatter and the asymmetry of matter, or antimatter, which is about like negative space. Anyway, let's go ahead and read this. And you even have the golden hour. Oh my god, we were talking about I swear I said the golden hour when I was looking through my notes, because I was seeing it through a photo that I took, and the album had automatically labeled it as golden hour. So it's like you're stepping into an aura of influence in some way. But this is like the Cleopatra effect, where there's a lot of things that are in your orbit right now that you may not be able to see just yet. protoplanetary disk as well you have, and then you have flight, which is again at the base is literally talking about like a sudden rise, right, that happens, like you guys taking off. All right, let's go ahead and read antimatter first, because there's a lot going out on. What do we even ask? It was something about what you need to know. Antimatter. Okay, antimatter reflects the opposite of manifestation in the three-dimensional plane. Super interesting. It is the direct opposite of matter, which is comprised of particles, while antimatter consists in antiparticles. This means that it contains particles with a reverse charge, a lack of concretion in a particular event. So this is about, okay, energy should therefore be focused on the lower vertex of the body to achieve concretion. The root energy center of the body will help connect to the earthly intangible planes. This is exactly it. This is existing and energetic potential, and that's what you guys are picking up on. And it's your action that's actually going to collapse this outcome. It's going to actually actualize, and I'm hearing like solidify this path. Your action is going to be the thing that I'm hearing. It seals your fate, okay? Because this is like a possible cause. I'm hearing a possible cause, but it's not until your action creates that cause that now has an effect. But there's something around everything existing and energetic potential from a subatomic frequency, right? It's like there's a myriad possibility and sea of possibilities ahead of you, but nothing is finalized. I'm seeing like the thing around the future is an open book to all who can read, and you guys are scanning the future, and the action that you take now alters your future. Okay, so you guys are altering the course of your future by the action that you take now that aligns you with this continuum and leads to an onset and sequence of events that is very auspicious, where you end up just finding yourself there. I'm literally just seeing somebody like roam in there. Okay, so yeah, this is going to solidify a path. So this is saying that basically you're very up here right now in the high realms, like your visions, your imagination, your plans, right? What's in alignment with your highest truth. Like you're very tuned in, but there's something around having to anchor your higher self throughout your whole organism so that you can turn, I'm hearing like your dream into reality. That's what this is, okay? And I'm hearing realize that the reality is a dream. So what do you want to create in this dream experience? That's what I'm seeing as well. Okay, energy should therefore be focused on the lower vertex of the body. It talks about, again, this is going to help you make the intangible tangible, something that is so close that you can feel it, right? It's like you can taste it, you can smell it, you can live in that frame vibrationally. But in order to collapse that through space-time and have it become a tangible experience, you need to take those first steps. I'm seeing every adventure requires a first step, because I'm seeing like a 3 of wands that leads to a 4 of wands, which is about somebody living in a frame vibrationally. It's about the law of attraction. It's about them sending out a signal in the quantum field, and their actions are completely supporting this vision. And that leads to the actualization or the tangible delivery of this union. So again, a lot of you, this is about you being united with something. Okay, I'm hearing it's about, yes, being reunited with something. Okay, so this will allow everything that is not able to achieve concretion to gain strength and navigate to third dimension. The contact between antimatter and matter creates transformation. So this is merging your ether with matter, right? This is about the ether that you guys breathe. And I'm seeing you need this just like you need your next breath, just like you need like this exhale, which is super interesting. So this is something that you should realize, or I'm hearing they want you to remember. It's really not that hard. Like, again, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. So like two mystical lovers, one matter and antimatter come together, they cancel each other out and generate energy. Therefore, equilibrium is the excellent alchemical ally. For touching your dreams with your hands, the lack of concretion requires now delving into tangible. So what you guys need more of is tangible action. Like, it's time to act now, I'm hearing. It's time to be in a state of being and hold that vibration. But know that it has already come to be, but it's like you are that future self. You are that vision. See yourself as going back in time and watching how it all came to be. Okay, so there's something about that. That's what you're now witnessing, or that's what the human or dimensionally limited avatar is witnessing now. Okay, right, let's talk about protoplanetary disk now. And then I'm really excited for golden hour because this is going to be huge. Again, that just literally came up. I didn't even see it until I looked down. So again, some of you are just going to find yourself at golden hour. Like just a beautiful, I'm just seeing like scenery. Let's see if I can find it. Protoplanetary disk, when planets themselves are formed. Although all the nebulous material makes it difficult to achieve clarity in the here and now, something large, concrete, solid, with endless possibilities is brewing. Bro, I'm telling you, look at this with antimatter. Like you're picking up on something that's intangible. You are standing in a giant incubator. I like this. This is exactly where planetary systems and physical processes take shape to create a planet. So I'm hearing like you're molding and shaping this universe. Like the illusion, all right, the antimatter, the intangible exists to serve you, okay? But I'm seeing like this bridge and you guys are, yeah, like crossing this bridge. Okay. And not just that, it all happens around a star. And you guys are the star, right? With golden hour, that's like about the sun energy. Not only is there nothing to worry about, but also nothing that you need to do. If lack of clarity caused by the nebula brings anxiety or confusion, remember to pay attention at the stars, okay? Sometimes it decides to get the clouds to float across in order to plot certain things together with the sun. On those days, we may... Oh yeah, this reminds me of a download that I was getting when I was running last week. So I was running last week, right? And when I was looking outside, I was seeing like the sun. And I saw like a big cloud going over the sun, and I was getting this download around, you know, the clouds were like gray as well. It was like a 7 of Cups moment where you can feel overwhelmed and you don't know, you know, you're kind of like overwhelmed by all the myriad level possibilities and all like literally infinite possibilities that await you. And I was like, just because the clouds are there doesn't mean that the sun isn't there. Like there's something that may be blocking your perception or your vision in some way, but the sun is still there, you know, it's still doing its work. That's what I'm seeing behind the scenes beyond what it is that you can currently perceive. All right, but just know that I'm hearing in resonance. As long as you're in resonance with the fact that the sun is there, then you're more in resonance with that reality than believing that the sun is absent, okay, just because it appears to be. Okay. If lack of clarity caused by the nebula brings confusion or anxiety, remember to pay attention to the stars. It talks about on those days we may only be able to see the clouds at a glance, but we know that the sun can be found in the meeting. Everything is on its path. Just enjoy the journey. That's so in alignment. Okay, let me read Golden Hour now. No way. That's so cool. I'm having a good old time. I hope you guys are too. Oh my gosh. Right, Golden Hour. Okay. So, and you know what's interesting? On the Golden Hour photo that like my album just named it as, it's right as I took a photo on the sunset and I was about to take off on a plane. So this is about like flying towards your aspirations in the metaphysical realm, and an air point represents like kind of like a waiting room that you may feel like you're on, but everything's being aligned for you, right? It's like the plane is preparing for takeoff, like everything's being aligned, the boarding gates, you know, you're going to be at the speed of alignment. But it's assured, like you're going to board that plane. You have a ticket with that plane, you're going to board that plane. If you're perceiving that just because you're on the plane next, you're not going to get towards your destination, that you're not on the plane right now, you're not going to get towards your destination, then you're more absent. More, I'm hearing in resonance with it not happening, then you're going to experience delays or the perception of a delay, when really there is like this divine alignment going on for you. There's so many things going on in dimensions beyond what it is you can perceive. You know, I'm seeing like people, the workers working on the plane, like your baggage or your luggage, what it is that you're taking with you is being boarded onto this experience, right? And I'm hearing you're only taking with you the essential wisdom that you've gained, right? And I'm hearing like you're packing lightly because of that. Super interesting. Okay, because I'm seeing like rushing only gives you the illusion that things are moving faster, and I'm seeing like somebody rushing and they end up boarding like the wrong plane. So something about like trust the alignment of this. But anyway, okay, a spatial light, or a special light and insight, okay? A spatial and special light. It is the time when the sunlight illuminates the upper layers of the atmosphere before it is born. In the past, twilight was the time most awaited by astronomers, and it is also for many of us. Light, like everything else, changes during the day, but sunrise and sunset are still the source of astonishment for all those who witness them. So this is literally like downloads that you may be receiving. Again, we were talking about sun gazing in our last read, where we were talking about a stargate is being opened for you guys so that you can reach your full potential. So I'll link that down below. But we talk about at both times the atmosphere becomes passive, reflective, and reflexive and admirable. This period before the departure or arrival, oh my gosh, this is like, again, it's like the departure or arrival energy of the airport, okay, of the sun, is where the sky looks clear, free, illuminated, and mystical. Light spreads in all directions through air molecules, spreading light energy throughout the environment. A sublime sunset changed the compass on my mattress. I no longer sleep on the ash out of the harsh sensation. I open my mind and soul to all that expansion. So this is almost like a soft, and mattress is like a supporting system as well. Let me find this astral travel message because I'm seeing it right now about a mattress, and you guys taking it to like a mechanics. Let me see if I can find it. Mattress. Let me see if I can find it. It represents your support system. So this is knowing that you're being supported in a spiritual sense. The parts of you that are still unconscious. And you left it outside of a garage as well. This is super interesting. And it talks about transportation. Your drive and motivations are taking you to a new place. And this is about messages from your angels as well in regards to how to handle your abilities and how to integrate them. Super interesting. So, and the garage shows that you're not alone in your endeavors or decisions. There are people out there willing to help, and I feel like a lot of you, this is non-physical beings. Like, this is being assured by divine forces, and you have a lot of celestial light helpers that are assisting this, okay, assisting in this. Yeah, beings who are interested and invested in seeing you succeed in your mission on planet Earth. Yeah, wow. This was all the way back from the end of September, so super interesting. Wait, and again, taking flight in a new direction, right? So again, beings that go far beyond this space-time continuum. Oh, I was gonna say something else and I can't remember now. But anyway, just allowing yourself to go into a flow state. I was thinking of something else. Let's see if it comes back around. Liberated is the soul. Super interesting. That sees all human behavior as an act of love or a call for love. And this is like a highest act of love for you guys. Like, you're no longer operating out of fear as you move towards this. We also have fated encounters that's showing up and divine redirection. There is beauty in being rejected, being misunderstood, and being left alone. It teaches you to find the beauty in solitude and to rely on no one else but God, right? The infinite potential that exists within you. Remember, every closed door is a divine redirection towards something better. Let your faith be greater than your fears. You're part of the divine itself. And then underneath that, I have 3, 2, 1. It's go time. So we are here for you 24/7. The connection you form to your guides in times of uncertainty, how they've assisted you in pacing on this path, anything is possible. Yeah, it's more than just racing. It's everything that's led you towards race day. And it's so funny. And then right there on right below it, right, it says so 1 in a million, jet setter, go getter, nothing better. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Thank you. So I was talking about, I was talking in my head about my guides. Like, so when I was when I got on this plane this day, I was like, you know what, the human body doesn't really know the difference. Like, if my consciousness is traveling to a new event, I pretended that I was going to a completely different destination than where my plane was actually going in reality. But in my head, I had landed at a completely different place. And I didn't realize that was like foresight into my destiny before it was going to unfold. And I was going to end up going to that place. So there's something around, like, you may think that you're going in one direction and it may appear that way, right? And there's only an illusion of separation that's called time, which is where consciousness lives in one frame before it enters into the next one. But there's something around, like, there's just, it's like I didn't really know the difference. Like suddenly I started getting excited as if I was going there. But I was like getting excited for the future that was already written. I'm hearing like it was already written. Like the future is a book to all that can read it. I was already reading that future outcome that had already came to pass. But I was just being aligned with witnessing how it would come to pass, which is super interesting. But yeah, my whole body was getting excited. I was like, damn, like, she really doesn't know the difference, does she? Like, I was literally talking to myself. I was like, I was living in that frame. I was like, okay, this feels right. You know, this feels in alignment. This is where I'm going. So this is how you guys may feel, you know, despite any like current conditions or limitations. You can redirect that flight I'm seeing, which is super interesting. But trust that when you get there, you're going to be fully prepared to handle everything that awaits you in this timeline. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Right now, we're just doing a whole bunch of, I don't know. Let's see. Let's take a look at the gateway of the... okay, we got this in the last read. Okay, we have star gathering. We also have temple of truth, stars align, remembering home, soul, family. So this is about living in your authentic expression, okay, and trusting where you're being guided, okay, when it comes to your life on earth. We have inner earth even behind that. So base chakra, strength, security, laying foundations. Trust that foundations are being lined for you, okay, laid for you, I'm hearing. And then I'm seeing with the bed and the mattress, you guys just being tucked in by your guides, and they're like, see, it wasn't that bad. Enjoy a hot cup of cocoa, you know, you just get comfortable now. Look, like, was that so bad, you know? And something about you'll appreciate it even more because you were just out in the cold in a situation, or like, you know, when your fingers start going numb, when you're out and it's really, really cold and then you get into the heat, it's like, okay, now there's something around like gratitude that's felt, but you guys feeling that gratitude for what already exists, okay, and energetic potential, everything that appears like it has not come yet, okay, and that level of gratitude is going to bring in more things for you to be grateful for. Because you know when you're outside and you're like, oh my god, I'm so grateful, for example, your hands are freezing, that like I'm about to go in, and one thing's for sure is that when I do go in, I don't know where I'm going in, but I can cool down my hands, you know, it's like I can cool down, I can be warm, I can be secure, I can be safe. Yeah, which is super interesting. But you're learning how to regulate your own body heat, I'm hearing. That's super interesting because it reminds me of when I was talking to like mother, right? I remember like a huge sensation that was coming over, and I was being warned this actually by my shaman, which is super interesting because we literally stopped on the shaman card with Isis energy. So I'll go ahead and read this. Yeah, in the meantime, or before you get there, you're going to be able to recover your full potential. Okay, there's something around that. Okay, you're going to blossom into your full potential. Like, you're being prepared. Like, you are actually being prepared for this timeline. It's not even like the timeline's being prepared for you. There's something about the preparation of this. Because I was told that, okay, you're going to learn how to regulate your body heat in this moment. Like, watch, you don't even know how powerful you are. You're shaking, you're cold. But there's only an illusion of that. And some of you, the shaking is like the release of trauma. This is like the release of fear. And you're going to step into your divinity. That's what I'm seeing it as right now. And that's why Mother Gaia, I feel like, came up to you in regards to you're going to be clearing like ancestral fear. In regards to living in your authenticity, like living in your highest expression, living in your truth. I'm hearing like no matter how it's perceived by the outside world, which is super interesting. Yeah, Earth Star anchoring grounded action. So again, this is grounded action that you guys are taking. Let's stop there. Because I remember I knew I had a blanket there and I could like cover myself, but there was like an internal knowing around just watch how powerful you are. And I feel like that's the season that you guys are stepping into right now. Like that's the full power that you're stepping into. Watch how you can become one with this vessel. Learn how you were a child of light, and the light existing within you can warm. I'm hearing can lead to this feeling of like safety, the sense of safety throughout your whole organism. This is about your parasympathetic nervous system, I feel like, right? Your like your autonomic like nervous system responses and being able to relax and calm the sympathetic nervous system. Okay, so this is about grounded action for you guys. Let's talk about Earth. And this is going to help you journey into other worlds that seem like they're intangible, but you're going to be forever changed. Okay, so Earth Star. Okay, this talks about goddess Isis, a spiritual guide. She's the high priestess. So again, a lot of you, this is your higher self that knows the way and is guiding you during this time. I feel like that's why the message was coming through. This is the importance of connecting with the underworld and staying grounded, aware to manifest all that we need to grow. Follow in her footsteps, connecting to your Earth Star. And this is going to help you discover your wisdom, magic, and experiences that you could have pushed down, both in this incarnation and previous lifetimes. So you have an opportunity, and I'm hearing you're being invited to do what it is that your ancestors couldn't and what it is that you couldn't in previous lifetimes. Maybe this is where you felt like this was suppressed or fear completely took over the organism, and it led to, you know, again, paralysis of actually taking action towards these things. So these tools could be helpful in the next phase of your journey. So when you draw the Earth Star, your wisdom has been activated, and parts of you that were once ignored are finally being acknowledged. So this is about going after the callings of the soul, and I'm hearing align your actions accordingly with the yearning that the soul has. So the rejected parts of yourself are now being rediscovered. There is an opportunity for you to rediscover your magic too, but stay firmly rooted in all of your endeavors. Let the earth hold and sustain you. Don't rush ahead. In fact, if you've been wondering if it's time to move forward, know that it isn't. Stay put for the time being. Important information is being revealed, so wait and stand strong. This is a time of integration and rest rather than pushing forward. Great wisdom lies within you. Dive deep and find it. There's something about like actualizing this reality for yourself first, okay, and then demonstrating that to the world. But then when you do it, I'm hearing that there be no doubt in anyone's mind that this is it, because you've already solidified this path. I'm hearing you've already solidified this continuum by completely being in resonance to it. Yeah, dive deep. I'm hearing then the roots of your being can no longer be compromised, okay? So dive deep and find it and trust in yourself. You have more strength than you realize. So yeah, you guys have been prepared for this. We'll see actually what this is, but I am present. So light body activation, accessing the divine within. So that's exactly what you guys are doing right now. Wow. And then we have Stargate, heart chakra, unlocking generosity. So again, like your quantum technology, right, is leading the way. It's like a huge vortex, like, okay, I am presence. See if I can find it. Okay. The divine within. Again, this is about Christ consciousness, which is being conscious awareness. It talks about, and there's something about when you begin to observe consciousness, it begins to behave very differently because it's now that consciousness is aware of itself. So something about the observation of like the fear itself, or the fear that's stormed within the emotional body. And it begins to behave differently. You know, it's like, is this actually my truth that I'm carrying, or is this my ancestors' truth? And can we express a new gene expression? Some of you are doing things like slowly by slowly, but you're literally forming a new neurological like network, internal network within yourself. And I'm hearing you are changing and shifting future generations by the action that you take now. Like you're actually purifying your bloodline from low frequencies or vibrations that have been holding, where people have been holding themselves back. I'm hearing for generations. I'm hearing it ends with you. So you guys are doing something, like you're doing something very, very differently. Okay, so it talks about you are experiencing a great shift, which is helping you understand yourself in ways that were previously impossible. This is an exciting time. You're connecting with your highest form of intelligence within you. The body of light within you is growing brighter and brighter, and that's how you guys are warming yourself up from the fear, right? When I think of cold, I think of like left out in the cold is like a 5 of coins and an energy of like wanting more. And realizing that you are the key to unlocking more in your life. Okay, so yeah, like you guys are the universal key master. That's what it reminds me of. Okay, so you're becoming aware of how your actions and choices affect the unfolding of your future, right? The future is an open book to all those who can read. And a man is only the effect of his cause. So again, you're being really intentional around, okay, if I want to have this effect, I need to take this cause, or I need to take this action. But it's like something around getting comfortable with that, like living in a frame vibrationally enough. You know what it is? I feel like you guys are literally carving new neurological pathways in your brain. So for example, what I'm seeing right now is there was like a study, right? Don't quote me on the statistics, but there was a study where they took like weightlifters and they were actually going to the gym and they were weightlifting, and they gained like a very certain percentage of muscle over like the time span of a month, right? Maybe this is like the moon energy around the 21-day cycle. I feel like that came up. I don't remember if it was this read or the other, but there's something around that, like over a period of time. And there was also like another study where there was a group of weightlifters, and they just lived in a frame vibrationally where they were imagining themselves doing the weightlifting, but they didn't actually do it, but the brain didn't know any different, right? So they actually ended up gaining more muscle mass than the group that were actually physically doing it. So there's something about being in that state of like being, right, that can be so powerful. And I'm hearing really, really slept on. Literally, okay, becoming one with the unconscious, making the unconscious conscious, so that you can begin to see like tangible results with this. But this is like an exercise, a mental exercise that you guys are doing right now. Anyway, there's something around you, you know, I'm hearing like anyone that wants to master a craft. It's like they, you know, when you're about to like perform something or you're about to do something, you want to rehearse something. There's something about like you not, yeah, rehearsing or getting acquainted with a very specific timeline and what that would look like. And you're like preparing it. Anyone that wants to master something, it's like they replay these events in their head, right? It's like if you're studying something, you learn it off by heart. I'm hearing there's something about like you learning something off by heart and you going off of what the heart's telling you to do, and then when it comes to taking action on it. Yeah, this reminds you of the 𝓚𝓪𝓷𝓪𝓭𝓮 we actually did a reading on this where you guys like this mountain goat. This is where the underdog goes to being the goat. Okay, the underdog goes to being the goat. So everyone is about to witness you do that in some aspect of your life. Wow. And anyway, we're talking about how this is like a mountain that you guys are wanting to scale. And in that read, there was something around, oh, what was I saying? Because I'm losing it now. It's so funny. Yeah, he basically was climbing this solo. It was called like solo climb. So again, a lot of you, this is something that you're doing alone, like it's a vision that only you in the universe can see. But he rehearsed this climb so many times in his mind, to the point where when it came time to like race day, and you know everyone was like watching him do it, and this was going to be like recorded and everything, he was going to set a mark in history. He was going to actually do that thing that was going to mark the passage in the space-time continuum that completely altered his fate. There was no doubt in his mind. He was like, oh, I'm just going to practice it until I have absolutely no doubt. Like there is no room for doubt, because I've already like, you know, I've done this in my head so many times that this is solidified. There is no like failure. All the prior failures that I had gone through in my head mentally, like I'm accepting those outcomes, but that's not what I'm in alignment with, you know. Let me see if I can find it. Oh my gosh, guys, it was crazy. All right, today is just like a really chill sesh, apparently. 𝓚𝓪𝓷𝓪𝓭𝓮. You guys might want to watch like his TED talk. I think he talks about it there. Let me see if I can find it. Going from the underdog to the goat. I'll try and find it, if not like down below. I don't know, man. It was crazy though. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was called Solo Climb. No, but I got a message about a solo visionary idea that you have, or a solo experience. Super interesting. Anyway, I'll try and find it, but this is like where you do something that for everyone else it seems like it just happens out of the blue, or you know, you're just so, it's almost like it happens as if by magic, but you guys are that magic. All right. Yeah, something interesting like that. There's something like, it's just part of who you are now. Like this is just what you do. You've played it out in your head so many times that it's just a part of your reality. And now it's just one step. I'm hearing just one foot in front of the other and rehearsing. I'm hearing like, no, now it's go time to take the steps that you had rehearsed. Right, so there's something about that, like, okay, anyway. Hopefully that's helpful for you. Let's go ahead and see what else is coming through then. Wow, I thought this one might just be like a little quick read. But you're mastering something. It's like the cultivation of mastery. Yeah, we have new life here that's flipped here. So again, this is like a new life that you guys are birthing into creation. Yeah, but he really was the underdog, because when he got to the top of the mountain, he did it like literally, he was free climbing. Clean it up as well. Okay, wow. So you guys are definitely, again, you're cleaning up. I'm hearing all of the, it's like a Mars in Gemini where you're thinking every possible outcome and every possible timeline. And you're cleaning things up right now. There's something about mastering something. And in order to make that masterpiece, you're allowing yourself to go through that internal work in progress. There's something around that. Okay. And that's preparing you to step into the version of yourself, or embody the version of yourself that you've always been destined to become. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I really want to find it, but it's so funny. I'll find it anyway down below, and I'll link it if I can find it. I know if I type in mountain goat, it might come up. No, that's okay. But goats do talk about agility and balance. So this could be about reflecting how you move through difficult areas with craftiness and skill. Some type of precision. Some of you, this could be about progress in your career and reaching new heights. Also talks about not to just follow the crowd, but to have a mind of your own. Super interesting. Okay. Right, I want to get a message from your future self then. We'll see what it is that they embody. And what's readily available for you guys to embody next. Let your inner hero out, Moon and Leo. So again, you guys have a heart full of courage, right? It's like the lion in Dorothy, right? In The Wizard of Oz. It's like he had a heart full of courage and he didn't have to go to Kansas to find it. He realized that he had it within him all along. Okay, so some of you could be boosting your self-worth or self-esteem when it comes to that. It also could be new streams of income that you're going to be creating from something that is like a natural talent or natural hobby to you. This could be self-employment for you guys. Links to 5th house is something that you love to do. Stepping into just a life that you love and see a lot of value with them. And again, this is Sun card energy as well. So this is beautifying yourself, beautifying your life, being open and receptive, okay? Being open and receptive. There's something about a nurturing quality that you have. It's almost like the sun and the moon, which is like the mother and the father figures, all right? Where it's like you're this strong being, but you've also cultivated this internal self-trust, you know, and you'll also have a level of like vulnerability about you as well, and you see that vulnerability as a strength because you've learned how to cultivate. I'm hearing things that you want to take a stance on. 10th house, again, especially when it comes to your career, because this is about your connection to the outside world and your achievements in the outside world. And again, this is the connection to the plasma as well with the moon. The sun and the moon, you're walking in the light of the sun, right? On the earthly realm, but you're following the subconscious. You're following the light of the moon. So you're following your intuition as you take steps in the physical realm. And as you walk the way begins to unfold. Okay. Right, let's take a look at 8 of Swords, the High Priestess. Yeah, this internal voice is going to help you transcend whatever seems to be like a limitation, okay? Right, this is somebody that has the perception of being stuck in a situation, but they're in a mental prison. But their third eye, High Priestess energy, Isis energy, helps them gain foresight into their destiny before it unfolds. To realize that you're not as stuck as you may think that you are. 6 of Wands, a lot of you, this could be recognition, the mastery of a skill, talent, ability, okay? That's in alignment with what purpose you want to create, what purpose you want to step into. But it does come with realizing that you're not socially obligated to stay in certain situations or circumstances. You're not actually as stuck as you think you are. This version of self is not afraid to discard or sever ties hastily with anyone or anything that they just don't see eye to eye with anymore, anything that doesn't serve a purpose in their life. And they always find triumph after what appears to be a trouble, and they benefit of what seems to be a momentary crisis as well, okay? These are traits and characteristics that they carry that you guys can also embody in the now. Right, what marked the passage in time for you guys is an Ace of Cups. So this is about creating a creative opportunity or accepting one that you feel like is in alignment with your highest good. It's going to be super lucrative, I'm hearing for you. The stalk could be about the conception of an idea, some kind of enterprise. This could be about business for you guys. But following what you feel like is going to bring you some type of emotional fulfillment. Again, 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Something that really aligns with your values, preferences, and desires. Again, the Magician is somebody that has a thought, right? That's a bioelectrical charge. They reinforce that charge through their emotion, through that desire, and then they take action on it, which collapses that thought form into space and time, and it becomes a part of their tangible experience. This is about somebody that, with the 9 of Coins, again, they've gone through a whole journey where they've had to wipe the slate clean in some aspect of their life. They've had to build something from the ground up, even if this is a new version of themselves, and that's led to them mastering a talent, gift, skill, or ability where they are now stepping into a position where they're incredibly self-sufficient. They're a self-sustaining organism, and they're moving through this existence just completely, I'm hearing, confident in who they are, confident in their abilities to, I'm hearing, you know, weave or sew seamlessly anything that they want into the fabric of, you know, their existence. What it is that you guys need to know is there's some kind of clarity that is coming towards you, okay, with the Ace of Swords. This is about clear-cut clarity that comes through either in the astral realm. This could be in dream time through meditation for you guys, but this is where you connect with a higher power or your guides in some way. Through introspection, you're going to get, I'm hearing here a really clear voice, and this definitely gives me the scintillation energy, where it's like, again, there's a surge of downloads that's going to come through for you guys in solitude. Again, 7 of Cups here reversed as well. So there's something about, again, this is about the clouds, right? The clouds over the sun. There's clarity that you're going to be gaining in regards to how to navigate your way through the myriad possibilities and choose the best possible route. I'm hearing the optimal route, all right? The optimal route. It may not bring you instant gratification, but it's definitely, again, we even have the sun was the last thing that was left behind. It doesn't mean that the sun is not there, okay? And I swear, with the Sun and the 7 of Cups there, we literally did a reading on this not that long ago. I'll link that one down below. I saw that in the astral realm where you guys literally went inside into the unconscious mind in the underground and you recovered something. This is about God shining a light on your purpose. Something is going to become inevitably clear for you guys. Judgment, right? The judgment. Again, this is the calling of the soul, something that you can no longer repress or suppress. There's going to be a huge transformation that takes place. Again, with the Lovers, like a new timeline opens up and you're going to be met with a critical choice point around, is this something that you want to solidify into your experience, or is this something that you're going to, I'm hearing, like push further down the timeline, okay? But you're going to be fully prepared and equipped to handle this new plane of existence. I'm hearing you won't be given anything that you were not ready to receive, okay? I'm hearing don't reject yourself from the experience as well. This could be a position of authority that you guys may be stepping into. And it's interesting because we even had Camel here at the base, which is, again, knowing that you're well equipped with like this golden elixir amongst what may seem to be a harsh external, you know, reality. You have distant horizons, which is literally another travel card. So yeah, there could be something about broadening and expanding your horizons here. Again, we have a gift, so this is going to be something that you can tune into through the present moment, right? Because it's a present. Yeah, we have main male and judification. So main male is about if you want to take action towards something. So you guys are going to decide if you want to take action towards this. Again, 777 is feeling like you've hit the celestial jackpot in some way. And then we also have Lovers. So again, a new timeline opens up for you guys. This is about aligning your actions according to your values, your belief systems. And again, making sure that the vessel and the conscious awareness that is seated within it are moving forward together as one. Okay. Right, we also have broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. And again, we talk about karma, needle and haystack. Oh, I saw that, but we have February here at the base. So February could be a significant month for you. There could be something about like, yeah, karma that's being played out, some kind of effect that you're going to see playing out in your life. But yeah, anything that doesn't work out for you is a blessing in disguise, because again, we talked about divine redirection. You could be receiving some kind of advice from a wise friend. It talks about new opportunities, possibilities, paths opening up. So again, there's a blessing in disguise or some kind of divine redirection. It talks about, again, a journey, either physical or mental. But I feel like if it's physical, you guys are going to be going on a mental journey first. Money or property through an inheritance, windfall or winning, okay? And then you also have bull, do not back down against opposition, show strength and fortitude. So again, taking physical action, a path with money is waiting for you on it. And again, this all stemmed from a wish will not be granted. Okay, so something that the human wants is the soul laughs because the universe has so much more in plan for you, okay, in store for you. So there's something about like divine plans that are in store for you. We also have protection from a powerful friend. I always see that as like an Anubis, non-physical friend that you guys have. We also have cracked cup, dissatisfaction from life. So again, certain things being taken out of your energy field. Again, you're not really losing anything with that 5 of coins energy. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Again, there's something around temptation will test you, which is about your comfort zone. And the temptation comes during the Lovers card, because the Lovers is about being in the Garden of Eden, and it basically talks about you're met with a choice point. Are you going to take a bite of the forbidden fruit, which is about some type of forbidden knowledge, and follow the callings of the soul, you know, something that feels like it's more in alignment with your values, not the expectations that have been placed upon you. Okay, that's the energy that it's giving me, and that could lead to, again, like a Kundalini awakening with the snake. Persevere and you will overcome problems with camel. So again, double camel energy confirmation. Compliments from an admirer. Yeah, you guys are definitely stepping into a season where you're going to be admired. You have dog, get together with friends. So there could be new connections that are coming your way, especially if you're like leaving or departing others, because we have someone who will gossip about all your secrets here at the base too, which usually talks about, some people will talk about you because they've lost the privilege to talk to you. But I'm gonna love and leave you guys right there. I hope that this reading brought you the clarification insight that you need at this stage in your journey. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below, and until next time, bye.